Hola, ¿qué tal todos? Qué lindo día para estudiar más español. What a beautiful day. Qué lindo día para estudiar, to study más español. More Spanish. Qué lindo día para estudiar más español. We have family tree. Let's take a look first at the words we have here. Mamá and papa, mom and dad. Madre, padre, mother, father. Hermano, hermana, brother, sister. Hermanastro, hermanastra, stepbrother, stepsister. Tío, tía, uncle, aunt. Abuelo, abuela, grandpa, grandma. Bisabuelo, bisabuela, great grandpa, great grandmother. Primo, prima, male cousin, female cousin. Madrastra, stepmother. Padrastro, stepfather. Cuñado, brother-in-law. Cuñada, sister-in-law. Sobrino, nephew. Sobrina, niece. Nieto, grandchild or grandson. Nieta, granddaughter or grandchild. Hijo, son or child, like my child, es mi hijo. And hija would be daughter or child. She's my child, es mi hija. Now you hear that mijo and mija. Well, hijo spells H-I-J-O, and me is M-I. We know the H is silent, so if you take the H out and you have the me, M-I, and then you have the hijo, those two I's in the middle, they blend together and it makes one sound. That's why it sounds like two syllables. Mijo. Mija, my daughter, you hear all the time. Parents calling their kids, hey, mijo, come on over here, mijo. Mija, mija, ven acá, come on over here, mija. I want you to meet my friend. Quiero que conozcas a mi amigo. I want you to meet, quiero que conozcas a mi amigo. So that's where you get this mijo and mija, and I know you've heard it. All right, let's practice. The verb ser, to be. Soy, eres, es, somos, son. There are two forms of to be. There's estar, we already used estoy, estás, está, estamos, están, with location of people and objects. But when you want to identify people, you use the verb ser. Soy, I am, eres, you are, es, he is, she is, usted, you are, and it is, somos, we are, and son, they are. Remember the N factor. Any verb that ends in N, the subject is going to be they or you, plural. We have our possessive adjectives. Me and me's for my, two and two's for your, su and su's for his, her, or usted, your, or its. We have nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, and nuestras, our. So we can combine these. If I want to say, now if you want to make some of these plural, hermanos would be brothers, plural. Hermanos could be also brother and sister. Like if I'm talking about Mary and John, mixed gender, and I want to say they're my brother and sister, in Spanish we don't say son mi hermano y hermana, we just say son mis hermanos. And of course, if you have two sisters, you're going to say son mis hermanas. So brother and sister are hermanos, or brothers, hermanos. Coming down here, my aunt and uncle would be mis tíos, mis tíos. In English we say my aunt and uncle, but in Spanish we say mis tíos. So we don't say mi tío y mi tía. Mis tíos, we combine it. Mis abuelos, my grandparents, right? Mis bisabuelos, my great-grandparents. Cuñado, brother-in-law, cuñada, sister-in-law. Now, if you had more than one brother-in-law, right, you have many sisters that are married, it would be mis cuñados. Okay, grandchildren are nietos, and children are hijos, or sons. So mis sobrinos would be nieces and nephews. But if you specify one, you're going to go singular and say either sobrino or sobrina, hermano or hermana, tío or tía, etc. So if I want to say, looking at John and Mary and say, they are my aunt and uncle, I would say son mis tíos with an S. Son mis tíos. They are our grandchildren, would be son, for they are. Our would be nuestros nietos with an S. Son nuestros nietos. They are our grandchildren. They are our grandparents. Son nuestros abuelos. And if I want to say, I am her brother. Soy su hermano. She is my sister. would be es mi hermana. If I want to say we're cousins, somos primos. We're grandchildren, somos nietos. We're brother and sister-in-law, again, you'd combine it, somos cuñados. Somos cuñados. She's my mom, es mi mamá. She's my mother, es mi madre. That Dr. Seuss beginning book, Are You My Mother? Eres mi madre? Eres mi madre? No, I'm not your mother. No, yo no soy tu madre. Now notice the accent mark words. Tío, there's an accent mark on the I of tío to take those two vowels, right, and keep them two vowels. Tío, it separates them in pronunciation. Tío has an accent on the I to separate the two vowels so that they are pronounced separately. T-O, you hear the I and the O, tío. Mama and papa have an accent mark because words that end in a vowel, a stressed vowel, are going to have an accent mark because all words are supposed to be stressed on the next to last vowel if they end in N, S, or a vowel. So mama and papa should be pronounced mama and papa. But we say mama and papa. They break the rule. All right, let's review. We've certainly got mama and papa for mom and dad, madre, padre for mother, father, hermano, hermana for brother, sister, hermanastro, step brother, hermanastra, step sister, tío, uncle, tia, aunt, abuelo, grandpa, abuela, grandma, bisabuelo, great grandpa, bisabuela, great grandma, primo, cousin, and prima, cousin, male and female. Madrastra, stepmother. Padrastro, stepfather. Cuñado, brother-in-law. Cuñada, sister-in-law. Sobrino, nephew. Sobrina, niece. Nieto, grandchild, grandson. Nieta, granddaughter, grandchild. Hijo, son. Hijo, child, my child. And hija, daughter or child. So there you go. Family tree part 1. We'll add some more in our second part. The verb say it again. Soy, eres, es, somos, son. Here are your possessive adjectives. And here are some family tree words. All right, that'll wrap it up for part 1 of family tree. We'll see you soon with part number 2. Gracias por estar aquí. Gracias por. That was a lesson we already had. Don't you see that in normal communication, what we're teaching you is what you're going to hear and what you're going to say. And you're growing up like an inverted pyramid. We started off with the alphabet and now we're branching up and out. Okay? Hasta la próxima lección. Until the next lesson, tengan un gran día. Have a great day. Cuídense. Cuídense mucho. Take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.